So I am concerned about the dumbing down of society as of late. I was not worried about this a few months ago. I even thought society will get smarter because we can use electronics and navigate through programs. And what became increasingly obvious to me is that we're understanding less and less how these programs work, which I knew, but I didn't know how easy it would be, such that we couldn't navigate bugs and we couldn't navigate difficulties without calling some kind of technician or doing basic troubleshooting without understanding why the troubleshoot is working. And what's getting to me is that in years to come, it'll be like Idiocracy, which is what Owen Cook is starting to worry about. So Owen Cook is actually, if you want to bring the spiral dynamics chart, he is going through bipolar now. He always had it in him, but now he's in he's in the mid-level stages of yellow. He's tired of sleeping with women because orange luxury is not enough. He's tired of the green agenda of being open-minded because he has more of the masculine gravitation as it is. So he's constantly leaning out of orange, and as he goes up through turquoise, he'll probably gravitate to it. But the reason why his bipolar is coming out more, and he wants to start like a cult practically, is because he's really, really hyped up. He's into like conspiracies. He's thinking broadly now, and so that will calm down as he enters into turquoise. But I don't know his diet. His diet affects mood, and the heavy metals obviously, and the chemicals affect mood. The stuff you eat affects your body. It causes irritable bowel, causes digestive issues, and even makes you have weird twitches or weird problems with your neurological functions. So I just had an unhealthy cake I never usually eat, and then a day later my arm started twitching. So I have yet to see if it's these hemp gummies that I bought. I'm going to try another to see if the twitches begin right after or soon after. But what I know is that I'm always careful about what I eat, and I don't know if he is. So even though he's probably in yellow, the way he understands things in the future, because other yellows have brought up problems that there's going to be issues in the future, I think that's a reason to say he's in yellow. But the reason why he's a little bipolar is because he entered the turquoise, a feminine stage, and he's not very feminine. So he's gonna have to strip a lot of conspiracy, a lot of cult leader temptations, which masculine temptations. So that's gonna have to drop. And why did I bring him up? Oh, because he said Idiocracy is a movie that shows you what society will be at this rate, and I was like, I don't think so. But then I saw it, and I was like, you know what? That could be possible. We're getting so dumbed down. I really do think at this rate we're becoming dumb. Oh, so let's come up with a solution right now. How do you make sure that society is not dumb? So you want to make sure that your memory is better. Having a good memory doesn't mean that you're going to be smarter, but it means that you have more capacity to take on more tasks. So the way I improve my memory is one of the ways is just memorize names. Another way is to create a story format for your memories. So everything is a story. If you need to remember like what videos you published, how many videos. Oh well, okay. So Sally had 20 apples, right? And so 20 videos, and she ate them by this date, right? So then you know exactly how many videos you finished, but just keep finding tricks. I never go to the same locker twice because I want to remind myself, short-term memory, where I put my stuff, and it just makes me think a little bit more, so that I'm always thinking a little bit more than other people in the gym, and it's weird, but it's something that is necessary if you want to keep your brain a little bit sharper than it was that day. Another thing I do is I never park in the same place twice. And so sometimes I have to think, oh, where did I park? Because every single day I park somewhere else. And so that also increases your short-term memory. And the reason why short-term memory is good for intelligence is because long-term memory is easy. Everyone remembers long-term memory. It just takes time. But when it comes to short-term memory, that's stuff that is more immediate intelligence. So that all has to do with memory. And obviously you can look up math problems, you can look up philosophical conundrums. Like, I'm really good in philosophy and making resolutions. So you have an issue here and you have an issue here. Do they conflict? And I just made a video on whether or not spiral dynamics is linear or non-linear, and I resolved it fairly easily. It took a few tries in terms of wording it correctly, but I did it because I have a knack at harmonizing things and making things make sense. And so that is another way to get smarter. It's the harmonization muscle. Looking at things how they might make sense as opposed to why they don't make sense. And usually the not making sense is because you want to bombard with something else so you can be better at it. You can be more crucial than this. Not have it on the same level, but for it to be above that level. And just look online tricks on how to improve problem solving and such. Like, if you find a study that shows, Tetris does help you, or this video game, that video game, yeah, look into it. Whatever it is, have something in your daily schedule that's making you smarter than dumber. Like reading. So if you want to keep your brain sharp throughout your life, you can read. What I did growing up was I learned Talmud, because you have to pay attention to understand the Talmud. And if you do that and you really understand it, you will maintain intelligence. You may also think it in a particular way that will make you seem smarter, and your brain will be sharp as a result throughout your life. You also figure things out better, which is similar to smarts but different. So, yeah, and whatever type of intelligence you think you need to improve, look up online how to improve that type of intelligence. Just have more things to think about. And maybe this video is enough. Who knows?